Hi all, I've been testing out how Survival Hunter feels with upcoming changes in Hero Talents and Mythic Plus keys. Want to give you guys my thoughts on how the spec feels to play, if it sucks or if it's fun, where I think it's doing well and not so well. This is the beta, so things are bound to change, but we've got a pretty solid idea of how it's looking forward in the War Within. If you guys have any questions or want to share your thoughts, leave them down below. Let's start with Hero Talents. Pack Leader feels okay, Sentinel feels decent, but both of them are not really what I was hoping and wanting for Survival Class Fantasy for me personally, but maybe we'll see some changes here soon on a future beta build or in the War Within. Pack Leader has a lot to do with buffing our kill command and pet to attack in sync with us. The choice notes adds a lot of passive pet damage, critical strike increases, and resetting cooldowns of kill command. We have Cull the Herd, which buffs our kill shot and increases our bleed damage of our pet nest by 25%, which is fine. It just doesn't feel impactful to press. Frenzy Tear has a chance to reset cooldown of kill command to hit a second time for 30% of its normal damage, which ties into our next node, a Furious Assault or Beast of Opportunity, which again is a nice buff to damage, but just feels kind of lackluster. Den Recovery is a solid defensive buff choice note for Aspect of the Turtle and Survival of the Fittest, which heals us for 20% of our max HP over 4 seconds. And Tireless Hunt is okay for a nice little movement increase for Aspect of the Cheetah. The class fantasy of having your pet right beside you with you in coordination with your attacks is pretty damn cool if you ask me. It just feels so behind the scenes with nothing really interactive going on that it was incredibly boring for me, to be honest with you guys. Felt like it was made for Beast Mastery and definitely not Survival. Sentinel is much better than Pack Leader for me personally. In terms of performance at the moment, this could change though, it is on the beta, but specifically how it feels to play, it just feels so much better. It's again behind the scenes gameplay changes mostly, but feels more impactful and doesn't feel as awkward to play like Pack Leader. With Sentinel, our attacks get a chance to apply it to targets, which can cause an arcane implosion on enemies. We get damage increases to our basic abilities like Raptor Strike, Wildfire Bomb, and Butchery, which is fantastic. We also get a small absorb shield from Don't Look Back from Sentinel doing damage. We have more control over mobs with sideline snaring enemies or catch out rooting them, which is super cool. Lunar Storm also is a solid damage increase and looks pretty damn decent. It summons a Celestial Owl to summon a Lunar Storm. You can kind of see it on screen. It looks so dope. The Storm also buffs our damage to target for 8 seconds. Overall, Sentinel feels pretty damn good, and I definitely prefer it over the two at the moment. Our tier set is very straightforward, really simple. Our 2 set buffs Wildfire Bomb damage by 5%, and then our 4 set causes our Mongoose Bite or Raptor Strike to do 10% more damage to enemies affected by Wildfire Bomb. A decent damage increase, just a little boring, a little simple, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. In terms of defensive and utility, survivability has been a big issue for Hunter for a while, especially when you're pushing content. We have a little bit of changes I think that will help. The biggest one being an extra Survival of the Fittest charge. It doesn't protect us for quite as much damage, but we have an extra charge, which is incredibly helpful when pushing some high keys, or you need it more often, or maybe you need it in raid. Our hero talents give us a little more buffs to basic survivability, which is nice too. Not quite where I think we need to be, but much better. Just the extra charge is so helpful. Utility is amazing per usual, and absolutely love how much control we have over our mobs with traps. Overall, I still enjoy Survival Hunter quite a bit, even with it being a little bit simple, and I'm not really enjoying Pack Leader. Sentinel feels great. Your basic rotation isn't too complicated. You don't have a shit ton of keybinds. You have more flexibility than most melee. In terms of range and damage, in beta, it's pretty damn good. I mean, we're not any arcane mage or anything like that, but we're definitely not weak either. I'm probably going to not main Survival as it is right now in the War Within, but I definitely plan on playing it as an alt unless there's some serious changes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of the changes down below, and if you'll be checking out Survival and the new expansion. I've got more videos covering the War Within beta and just the expansion coming out soon, so keep an eye out for that. Hit that sub button. I appreciate you guys watching, appreciate all the support on the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.